Welcome to Info Pulse Hub. Have you ever stopped to think about the everyday objects you use without a second thought? Today, we're uncovering the hidden history and surprising origins of some of the most common items in our lives. Get ready for a journey through time and innovation. From the simple pencil to the zipper on your jacket, these items have fascinating stories behind them. Stick around, and you might just see your everyday essentials in a whole new light. Let's start with something as simple as a pencil. It's easy to overlook this humble tool, but did you know the modern pencil has its roots in the 16th century? Imagine, before pencils, people used a variety of materials to write, including lead, ink, and even sharpened stones. The story of the pencil begins in a small village called Borrowdale in England. Around 1564, locals discovered a large deposit of a strange black substance. This substance was incredibly soft and could leave marks on surfaces, but it was unlike anything they had seen before. They didn't know it yet, but they had stumbled upon one of the purest forms of graphite. Initially, graphite was used for practical purposes, like marking sheep. However, its potential as a writing tool was soon realized. People started wrapping the soft graphite in string or sheepskin to create a rudimentary pencil. But it wasn't until the late 1700s that the pencil, as we know it today, began to take shape. Frenchman Nicolas Jacques Conté revolutionized the pencil industry by developing a method to combine powdered graphite with clay. This allowed for the mass production of pencils with varying degrees of hardness, depending on the clay to graphite ratio. Today, pencils are used worldwide, from classrooms to art studios. They come in various forms: wooden, mechanical, colored, and even digital styluses that mimic the feel of a pencil. It's amazing to think that this simple tool, which has been essential for centuries, started with a discovery in a small English village. Next up, the paperclip, a tiny object that holds our papers together. But the story behind it is anything but simple. The paperclip is often hailed as a masterpiece of minimalist design, simple, effective, and universally recognizable. Johan Voller, a Norwegian inventor, is often credited with inventing the modern paperclip in 1899. However, this is where the story gets a bit complicated. Voller's design was patented, but it was a bit different from the paperclips we use today. It lacked the familiar loops at both ends that we associate with the paperclip. In fact, similar designs existed before Voller's patent. The most popular design, known as the gem paperclip, was already being manufactured in Britain around the same time. The gem paperclip, with its double-loop design, became the most widely used and recognized paperclip globally. But the paperclip's story doesn't end there. During World War II, Norwegians used paperclips as a symbol of resistance against Nazi occupation. Wearing a paperclip on your lapel became a quiet but powerful statement of solidarity and defiance. The paperclip was more than just a tool. It was a symbol of unity and resistance. Today, the paperclip continues to inspire creativity. Artists have used paperclips to create sculptures, jewelry, and even clothing. It's a testament to the enduring power of simple, functional design. So the next time you pick up a paperclip, remember, it's more than just a piece of bent wire. It's a piece of history. Next one is zipper. The zipper is something we all use daily, whether it's on our clothes, bags, or even shoes. But did you know the zipper's journey to becoming an everyday essential was anything but smooth? The road to its success was filled with trial and error, and its eventual triumph is a story of persistence and innovation. Whitcomb Judson, an American inventor, first patented a zipper-like device in 1893. He called it the clasp blocker, and it was intended to fasten shoes more easily. However, Judson's design was far from perfect. It was clunky, unreliable, and prone to jamming. As a result, it didn't gain much traction in the market. Despite its initial failure, Judson's idea had potential. Gideon Sundback, a Swedish-American engineer who saw the flaws in Judson's design and sought to improve it. Sundback refined the mechanism, creating the hookless fastener in 1913. His design was more reliable and easier to use, laying the groundwork for the modern zipper. Sundback's improved zipper design caught the attention of manufacturers, especially during World War I, when the military began using zippers for gear and uniforms. The zipper's utility was undeniable, and it quickly became a staple in fashion and beyond. Today, zippers are found everywhere, from the clothes we wear to the tents we camp in, and even in spacesuits used by astronauts. It's incredible to think that something so ubiquitous started with a few failed attempts and a vision for a better way to fasten things. The next up is toothbrush. The toothbrush is an essential part of our daily routine, something we often take for granted. But its origins date back thousands of years. And the evolution of the toothbrush is a fascinating journey from simple twigs to advanced technology. The earliest known toothbrushes were chew sticks, used by ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and Babylonians around 3000 BC. These sticks were made from aromatic tree branches, which were chewed until they frayed, creating a primitive brush for cleaning teeth. The practice was widespread, as oral hygiene has always been a concern, even in ancient times. Fast forward to the Tang Dynasty in China, where the first bristle toothbrush was invented around the 7th century AD. These early toothbrushes used bristles made from hog hair, attached to handles made of bone or bamboo. This design was a significant step forward in dental hygiene and closely resembles the toothbrushes we use today. The next major innovation came in the 1930s when DuPont introduced nylon bristles, replacing the traditional animal hair. Nylon was not only more hygienic but also more durable, making toothbrushes more effective and accessible to the general public. This innovation marked the beginning of modern dental care. In the 1960s, the first electric toothbrush was introduced, offering a new level of convenience and effectiveness in oral hygiene. Over the decades, electric toothbrushes have evolved, incorporating features like timers, pressure sensors, and even Bluetooth connectivity to help users maintain optimal brushing habits. Today, whether you use a manual or an electric toothbrush, you're participating in a long tradition of dental care that spans thousands of years. It's fascinating to think that something as routine as brushing your teeth has such a rich and varied history. But the list of everyday objects with surprising origins doesn't stop here. Let's take a quick look at a few more items that have fascinating backstories. Did you know that bubble wrap was originally intended as wallpaper? In 1957, engineers Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavon created bubble wrap while trying to design a textured wallpaper. When that idea didn't take off, they realized it could be used as a protective packaging material. Today, it's a staple in shipping and packaging industries worldwide. And what about the microwave oven? It was invented by accident in 1945 when engineer Percy Spencer was working on radar technology. He noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket melted while he was near an active radar tube. Intrigued, Spencer conducted experiments and eventually developed the first microwave oven, revolutionizing how we cook and heat food. The Post-it note, another staple of modern life, was also the result of an accident. In 1968, Spencer Silver, a scientist at 3M, was trying to develop a super strong adhesive but ended up creating a low-tack adhesive instead. It wasn't until 1974 that his colleague, Art Fry, realized the adhesive's potential for creating repositionable notes, and thus, the Post-it note was born. These stories remind us that many of the conveniences we enjoy today came about through a combination of creativity, persistence, and sometimes, pure serendipity. The next time you use one of these everyday objects, take a moment to appreciate the innovation and history that made it possible. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the hidden history of everyday objects. If you enjoyed learning about these surprising origins, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos. See you on the next video.